Hi everyone, and welcome to our WDTV newsroom, where we'll be bringing you all of our Wes-Del news and stories. I'm your anchor, Corbin Zvokel.
And I'm your co-anchor, Peyton Green. With spring break coming up, we don't have a lot of announcements for you, so expect this show to be a little shorter than usual. Since spring break is next week, we have James Harrell to give you the weather for the 10-day vacation. James?
Beginning of the week, we're looking at partly cloudy, some sun come out, hopefully, some temperatures that are mild. Then, by the end of the week, we can see some rain. Back to you.
Thank you, James. Here's your weekly reminders. Friday morning at 10 a.m. we have baseball practice here at the high school. FCA meets every Wednesday morning at 7:15, so come join them for music, worship, and free breakfast. They're needing speakers, so if you're interested, see Mrs. Collin for details.
Prom committee meets every Thursday morning at 7:15, so juniors come bring your bright ideas. They need all your help, especially with prom 2 weeks away. But your tickets for prom from Miss Collin is $25 for a couple and $15 for a single. The theme is Moonlight Masquerade, so don't forget to bring masks to match your outfit.
Attention seniors, please turn in your baby pictures to Bailey Smith, Haley Cosgrove, or Mrs. Willett, or you can turn them in at the senior meeting on April 4th. Attention all warriors, please go to the email below to send all of your pictures from spring break. Our yearbook staff reporters here at WDTV want to know what you've done for your spring break. And you may be featured in the yearbook or on our very own WDTV screen. Please remember students, we have this monitored, so please make sure these are appropriate pictures.
That is all for our upcoming week here at Wes-Del. Now it's time for the interview of the teacher/staff member of the week. We have two of the crew members interview Miss Collin and ask her questions that you guys submitted.
Because I was helped. I mean, people help me all the time in everything that I do, so I think it's a pay it forward kind of thing. That's just what I want to do is help people. So.
What do you learn from your students as you teach them?
Patience and tenacity, because a lot of my students go through things that I would never understand, and they have to go home to situations that I never did. And so I learned to calm down and take a minute with them and realize what their situation is, so that I can have a little bit more compassion with them and realize that they are facing things that I never will and never have. So I try to learn from them, to just step back from the situation. And maybe it's not important that they learn the verb, but it's important that they know that somebody cares. So I try to slow down with them and learn that from them.
How do you stay so motivated every day?
Oh, well, I see about 145 kids every day, and I just think that's a possibility to make an influence on somebody's life. And if they come in my class or where I'm working out or whatever else I'm doing and I'm down about it, then that's going to feed into what they feel. And so why not take that and feed into joy and enthusiasm, and then they'll feel that, which will make me feel better, and it's kind of like everybody just benefits. So that's why I get excited about life. I'm blessed to be able to do what I do. I love Wes-Del. I wouldn't stay somewhere 21 years and I didn't like it. And I just find out that that's a fuel that fires kids up, that gets them going. If I'm excited about it, they're going to be excited about it, even if it's verbs that they hate. It's amazing that you can get them fired up about something like that.
Yeah, a lot of students ask that, actually. That's the number one question.
Well, okay. I mean, I don't know if I can speak about my faith, but my faith drives me a lot. I mean, I think that's, am I allowed to talk about this? I don't know. But my faith drives me a lot. It's one of my life verses is in the book of Romans, and it's Romans 12:11 and 12, and it says, "Never be lacking in zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor serving the Lord." And I think that's a command from God, so you got to be fired up. Anyway, so I just like life. It's just a lot of fun. I mean, it's better than the alternative. So, yeah.
What's the best thing about being a teacher?
Just being able to influence somebody's life in a positive way. And unfortunately, I've influenced kids in a negative way sometimes too. And that makes me sad, but there haven't been too many of those, and I've learned from those situations that I've done that. Not everybody likes the bubbly, spunky, all the time, crazy, a lot of kids don't like that. But I've learned from them, but I think most of them do, and so I think that's what I have.
Why do you engage in students' personal lives so much?
Because somebody did that for me. I was going through a really hard time in high school because my parents split up when I was a junior, and I really didn't feel like I had a home to go to, even though I had good relationships with both my parents. But my high school pool and my high school Spanish classroom were havens for me, were secure spots for me, because I knew I could walk in and see those teachers who influence me, who care about me, and who gave as much as they could, and they've taught me to give as much as I can because they did that for me. So again, it's kind of a pay it forward thing. It was a safe haven for me, and I want to be there for someone. And you know, some people, I have found that some kids are really just asking for somebody to ask them what's wrong. They're not going to offer that information, but if you see somebody who's upset about something, they don't always tell me, and that's fine, they don't have to, but you can tell by somebody's countenance that they're struggling with something. So to say, hey, you know, I'm here to listen, and most of the time that's what I'll say. I'm here if you need me. I'm here to listen. I don't pry. If they want to share, that's great, and it's going to be in confidence, but if they don't, just letting them know that I care, and I notice that they're not their bubbly self or their person can make the world of difference in a kid's life.
How long did it take you to learn Spanish?
35 years. I really learn every day. I really do learn every day. I feel like I didn't get a hold of the whole language until I came back from Spain, living there in 1986. So, but even then, I would have studied 9 years of the language before I left for Spain. And I did know the background of verbs and everything, but I think when you really live there and you immerse yourself in that culture, it's really a do or die situation. If you want to eat, you better learn how to ask for it in Spanish. If you're lost, then you better learn to ask for it in Spanish because that's what they speak. So when I came back from Spain in 1986, I really felt like I had a real handle on the language as well as the culture. And then it's just gotten more and more. The more I teach it, the more I learn about it.
That's all for our WDTV News today. We'll see you in 2 weeks with our weekly updates.
Have a wonderful and safe spring break, Warriors.